All right, next, let's look at some different ways to help you save for your qualified health expenses. I'm just going to talk about three of these: FSA, HRA, and HSA. So first, let's look at an FSA, a flexible spending account. A flex spending account is a form of a cafeteria plan. All that means is that you get to pick and choose what benefits you want from within the flex spending account. For testing purposes, there are two types of flex spending accounts. First, there is a healthcare account to help you save for your qualified healthcare expenses. Then there's a dependent care account to help you pay for dependent care expenses. You get to choose, do I want the healthcare account? Do I want the dependent care account? Or do I want them both? That's why it's called a cafeteria plan. Now, the IRS has set limits to how much money can go into each one of these accounts. You do not have to know the limits because they change every year. However, you do need to know if it comes down to the end of the year, any funds in your flex spending account, if you haven't used it, you lose it. So the flex spending account rule is used it or losed it. The money will not carry over. Now, on any of the other plans, the money can carry over each year and continue to accumulate, but not on a flex spending account. Now, it is pre-tax dollars that go into a flex spending account, so it does lower your taxable income for the year. Next, we have a health reimbursement account, or HRA. A health reimbursement account consists of funds set aside by an employer to reimburse an employee for their qualified medical expenses. It is the employer's money, so since it's the employer's money, the employer gets to set eligibility requirements, who can participate, full-time employees, part-time employees, or both. And they also get to set contribution limits. How much money can be set aside is their money, so they get to decide that. The benefit of that is it allows companies of all sizes to offer this type of benefit. So small employers can compete with larger employers as far as the benefits they provide. Next is a health savings account, or HSA. A health savings account consists of funds set aside by an employer and an employee, so it could be both of their monies as getting set aside. Now, there are limits that how much can go in. You do not have to know the limits, but you do need to know that any money in a health savings account, if you use it for anything other than a healthcare expenditure, let's say you want to go out and buy a boat with that money, there is a 20% penalty plus tax on that non-health expenditure. Now, that's only up to age 65. After 65, the penalty goes away and is just treated like income. But make sure you know, prior to age 65, 20% plus tax. Next, we have high deductible health plans. All right, this is really very easy for your test. All I need you to know is that your HRAs, your HSAs, and MSAs. MSAs are just medical savings account. All I need you to know is all three of those are linked to a high deductible health plan. So that if you have an employer with a high deductible health plan, you could use the funds from your HRA, your HSA, or your NSA to help meet that deductible.